Hey everyone, so quick Terraria news video. We've got some brand new, very exciting Terraria 1.4.5 spoilers, so let's jump right into it. Now first off, we got a brand new Reddit post from Red himself that said, petition to make r/Terraria a Dead Cells subreddit, alongside a brand new spoiler. Now for anyone that's been following the news, you'll know how exciting this is, because this update was pitched as a crossover with Dead Cells, and up until now, we've had no idea what content would be popping up. There's quite a lot of things inside of this image, so let's break it down. Now first off, you'll probably notice those hanging jars from the ceiling. Those are straight out of Dead Cells. Those are the jars that usually contain your blueprints, but I imagine in Terraria, these are going to be like a variation of item frames. So I imagine there'll be a few different varieties of these, all different sizes and different liquids inside, and then you'll be able to place whatever item you want to display in the jar, and it'll look like Dead Cells. But also in these jars is a brand new item. Yeah, this is a brand new whip. It's a corruption whip. And this is very exciting because so far we've already seen 3 brand new whips, this being the 4th, and we'll also later be talking about a 5th. You can also see that the player is wearing a brand new vanity outfit. That's actually the prisoner from Dead Cells, and they're swinging a brand new weapon called the Flint. Now, this is actually a weapon that's dropped from the Concierge. That's one of the bosses in Dead Cells. Now, I'm not entirely convinced that we'll get a new boss in this update, but if we do, it's very likely it's going to be the Concierge. You can also see that alongside the jars that go on the back wall, there's also ones that you can simply place on the ground, because there's one to the left and right of the player. Now, I've never been a master builder, so forgive me if this is already in the game, but are these new lanterns new? They look kind of new. Now, you may have already heard earlier this week, me and Red had a 1v1 to decide who would become the CEO of Relogic. And for those that watched that footage on Twitter, you may have noticed that a couple of spoilers were hidden in there. Now, I can't actually comment directly on what I saw, and for full transparency, I was actively trying to not look for spoilers because I like making these news videos, but I can actually highlight some of the things that are in the footage. So first off, we can see that the slime staff has had a resprite. It's a little slimmer than before. There's also a brand new white whip, and I'll let you decide what you think that might be. There's what looks to be a brand new bullet in the game. The Crimson Heart-like pet has had a resprite alongside the slime minion and also the buff for the slime staff. Now, unfortunately, I did lose that fight. I am not the new CEO of Relogic, but I did have a couple of people ask me what would I do if I was CEO? And the answer's obvious. I would work on 1.5. Now, a runners-up prize was not discussed, but hey, if you want a second-in-command CEO, Relogic, I am available to hire. But yeah, thank you to Red and Senex for inviting me to play with them. For those that don't know, I've actually been talking to them for about 10 years, but this was the first time we've ever had a voice call, first time we've ever played Terraria, and you know what? Playing with them, it's about what you expect, alright? Red uses a lot of boulders. But moving on, YouTuber Jay-Z Boy, who you'll know from their Stickman animations, they tweeted out Stickman painting and said, if I could have a painting in the game, it would look just like this one. Well, Red responded and actually said that can be arranged, and just based on some of the things that we've seen recently, it's more than likely this will be a new painting in Terraria. And then finally, last night, Red tweeted out, if you want rainbow boulder, then put a tree over here, referring to having a tree in your Twitter username rather than paying for Twitter verification. Now, I saw a lot of people do this last night. I don't know how many it was to meet the agenda, but listen, I think rainbow boulder is real, and I feel like we should be terrified. But that's it for today. Get subscribed if you haven't already, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.